So in our journey to learn data structure, we have to know about data types and abstract data types. So I am going to tell you about these two data types. The first one is data type. So what is data type? There are two more important things about data types. These are: number one, defines a certain domain of values. So what actually data type is? Data type certain domains uh, shows certain domains of values, and then define defines operations allowed on those values. Like we have something 1, 2 or 3, then their operations, performing operations is relies on data type. For example, we have int type. So integer, int means integer, it takes only integer values. So this is the domain of values. Int defines a certain domain of value, like we have to add or subtract or multiply or bitwise operations, etc. These operations and the integer is a domain. This is actually called a data type. There are multiple types of data types, like we have float type. What float can do? It takes only floating point values. These are the primitive data types. In contrast to primitive data types, there is a concept of user-defined data types. What actually user defines do? The operations and values of user-defined data types are not specified in the language itself, but is specified by the user. So, if we have any language, programming language, like we are coding in C++ or Java or Python or anything, so the user-defined data types are not specified on the language, but itself is specified by the user. The user specified these uh, data types into program. For example, we have a structure. What structure is? This is a user-defined data type. This undo, union, and enumeration. By using structure, we are defining our new own type by combining other data types. Like I have made this structure int x and int y. These two variables are combined with each other. So this is a structure data type. What we have did user defined this data type. So this is called as user defined data type. And then we have abstract data types. Abstract ADTs are like user defined data types. These are like user defined data types which defines operations on values. ADTs defines operation on values using functions without specifying what is there inside the function and how the operations are performed. So for example, stack is a abstract data type. How a stack consists of elements of same type arranged in a sequential order. A stack consists what? The same type of elements arranged in a sequential order. So the actually abstract data types edit operations. Some operations about for abstract data types. Initialization. Initialization is a function. We are using this function into our data structure to initializing it to be empty. Okay, and then we have push function, pop is empty, is full. These are all functions operations. Okay, so how these are abstract, like we are initializing uh, push, or we are writing a push function or pop function into our program, and then after writing that, if we uh, run that our program, then what we will do, on pressing on push inserts an element into the stack. If we press on pop, or we give an instruction to the pop, it deletes an element from the stack. And same as far is empty and is full, checks if stack is full, and is empty, checks if stack is empty. Now abstract data types. Additive. Think of additive as a black box which hides the inner structure and design of the data type from the user. There are multiple ways to implement an additive. We have multiple ways to implement an additive abstract data type. For example, we have a stack additive can be implemented using arrays or linked list. A stack itself is a data structure, but we are implementing this using arrays or linked list. Okay, this is the abstract data types. Okay, so why additive? Why we are using abstract data types in our programs? The program which uses data structure is called a client program. It has access to the additive, i.e. interface. So if we are writing a code, we are making a program which uses data structure, is also called a client program. And the other one, the program which implements the data structure. Yes, implementing data structure is known as the implementation. So if we are implementing any data into our program, this is an implementation, and we are using a program of data structure is called a client program. What we have advantages of these? Let's say if someone wants to use the stack in the program, then he can simply use push and pop operations without knowing its implementation. Okay, without user can use a program, like I am a user, you have made a data structure program. So if I am using output like push and pop, what is this? This is the interface. Like I am just pushing anything into my stack, or I am popping out into my stack. This is the interface using client or user. And also, if in future the implementation of stack is changed from array to linked list, then the client program will work in the same way without being affected. Okay, so I am implementing anything in my stack, or I am changing my stack into an linked list. Okay, this will not affect on client program, or this will not affect on interface. This is all about why we are using, or this is the advantages of abstract data types. So here conclusion is additive provides abstractions. Abstractions means hidden format or hidden data. Abstract data types provides hidden data. Like I have said before, that we are implementing anything, or we are changing from stack to linked list,